Hi guys, I'm Shmi, and today we're visiting Mansory to take a look at the Carbonado, their new energy drink. No, we're not literally going to film a video about an energy drink, but we are going to take a look at the Carbonado Apertos, their one of 3 limited edition Lamborghini Aventador Roadster in full stealth bomber carbon fiber. And you'll see what I mean by that in a second. Let's just take a moment to take this car in. This is literally the craziest Aventador you could imagine. It's completely reskinned in carbon fiber from head to toe. It's redesigned aerodynamically, and it basically sits here looking like something from out of this world. Just look at this car everywhere. It is crazy defined. The rear wing, the full kind of carbon that I should probably talk more about right at this second. Come in and look at the design and the shapes on this, and you can see why I refer to it as a stealth bomber, because it literally has that shape throughout. Everything you look at has the stealth bomber kind of carbon fiber design, and Mansory have always been known for their carbon fiber. Look at all of the other cars around us, and creating these different kind of styles and designs and layouts for it. And this is a prime example of going as bespoke as you can on a one of 3 car. So there was the Carbonado. The Carbonado Apertos is based on the Roadster. But look at this, look at this. What I was saying about the stealth bomber, you've even got that shape in the running lights that they've installed in the front sort of vents of the car. This is literally ridiculous. And then as you come through, it's all kind of lined up so that everything fits neatly, facing in the same direction throughout the car, which is perhaps totally over the top, but kind of looks really cool and just completely, well, it's not quite unique because there are 3, but it's completely out there from a standard Aventador. Even the wheels have this stealth bomber design mixed into the spokes. This is ridiculous. Carbonado on the calipers. I think the car is a standard Aventador in terms of power, so it's a visual sort of aerodynamic package, but it's got all these extra sort of scoops to bring in more air through the roof, well, behind the roof, through these scoops behind you, which I imagine when we're driving shortly, we might even be able to hear that sort of sucking in. So it's got back here that 6.5 litre naturally aspirated V12, beast of an engine. The car is a little bit bigger than the standard Aventador, 50 millimeters wider at the front, 50 at the rear, 40 at the front. Just insane everywhere. Look at all the vents, the way they've got that shape cut into them. Everything. This is just crazy. Actually, that's a carbon fiber vent. New diffuser design, crazy exhaust system. Even the exhaust surround is carbon fiber as well. What are we looking at here? This car is just ridiculous. This is crazy, 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 crazy. Let's open the door, have a look at the inside. Obviously they open outwards and upwards, greeted by the one of 3 plaque down there on the side, more stealth bomber. And in fact, look at the quilting in the leather. You've even got the stealth bomber yellow stitching here in the centerpieces of the seat, and the black inverse stitching on the headrest as well. Even the backboard, just everything. The center console tunnel, you've got the carbon through the trim of the centerpiece, and around the display, the steering wheel, everything. The floor, even the floor has it as well. So this is literally a stealth bomber of a car in every possible way. The trim on the door, I like the way that Mansory stripe is done, painted through to match up with the stitching around the front. The Carbonado badge on the dashboard. Just everything about this is quite literally insane. This is obviously how the roof system clips in. My goodness, what we're looking at. Obviously some extra finishing touches, the yellow sort of buttons to bring that kind of yellow secondary theme throughout the car. But this is the height of, I guess, customization, personalization, what you could ever conceivably imagine doing on a car. Let me close the door back up for a second. It's just insane. Honestly, I don't know what else to say. It's the height of craziness. Very, 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 very strong statement driving in one of these. Wowzers. So let's hear it fire up in a second, because we're going to take this outside and take it for a little drive. And I can tell you from hearing one before, the noise we're going to hear from this exhaust system is going to be virtually deafening. Just wait for this. Are you ready for the start of the Carbonado Apertos? Because this car is going to be very loud. Yep, that's on the loud end. Amazing. Okay, seriously, Aventadors have this down. The noise that they make. My goodness. Anyway, right, let me get outside just to show you the car coming out in the daylight here. Wow. Oh, look at it. What is this? It's just crazy. Just totally crazy. We're cleared for takeoff. Let's taxi over to the runway. Might need to raise the landing gear before taking off, which makes no sense at all, but let's do it anyway. Lift system up. Obviously the front of this car is going to be extraordinarily low. My goodness. This just feels like the most ridiculous thing I think I've probably ever driven. Yeah, somehow it feels quite light as well. The steering's not sort of ridiculously heavy. Okay, we're in Strada, full automatic, but there is just noise engulfing us, even just driving like this at 40 kilometers an hour. Let's put it into sport mode, which makes everything a little bit more, well, sporty, enjoyable for the road if you're driving in an Aventador. Now, a normal Aventador is a big car, but make it 50 millimeters wider, and this thing is vast. It feels huge. Let's go manual, just... Obviously you've got the 7-speed single automated clutch, but it just feels like a beast. And yeah, let's crawl out of the town we're in at the moment, find a nice road, and my goodness, this is going to be quite entertaining. Bombs away! Bombs away again! Oh my goodness, that's how you have fun at 40 kilometers an hour, by the way. The tower says we're clear for takeoff. Let's go! Oh my goodness! Woohoo! What am I driving? Or flying? I don't know. We might as well take off the way this thing looks. Oh my gosh! The noise that made. This is ridiculous. Now I know I said earlier that this car was naturally aspirated. Well, I was definitely wrong, because it's quite clearly turbocharged and you can obliterate a small country. Just put your foot down. Oh my gosh! It's just making me giggle. It picks up and flies. What am I driving? Sometimes you don't know if you're driving a car or something from outer space, and I've used that phrase a few times recently, but it's pretty accurate in this instance. This is utterly ridiculous. The only downside is that very clunky gearbox, but that's kind of a signature trait almost of the Aventador, that they still have it rather than a double clutch. My word. Oh, we're scared. A cat's away. Sorry, cat. We're entering de-restricted airspace. It's time to play. Fireball going off behind. Oh my goodness. There just aren't really words to describe something like this. It's so utterly ridiculous in every possible way. And just like... you don't... I mean, knowing what the car is capable of, I mean, top speed is 220 something miles an hour, it's ridiculous, but there's no need to go close to that. And I'm sorry I've said the word ridiculous a ridiculous amount of times in this video, but it really does sum up quite what is going on here and what we're driving in the form of this car, or plane, or car, I don't know. In case you were wondering, each one of those bangs you hear, those are fireballs going off out of the exhaust system. Every time. It literally, I don't know. I don't really know at all. my gosh! Okay, so just quickly, neutral. Can you imagine what people in a normally quiet and sleepy little town must think when they see or probably hear this thing coming through? It just feels so totally alien. Yep, there we go. She's literally just like, what on earth is that? I'm not surprised, even driving it gently, there is no way to be discreet. And oncoming cars just dive out of the way. They're like, what is going on? Oh my goodness. With the wind in your hair, the roof open, and something like this, it is so cool in this kind of environment. Although in a city, you would probably be a little bit like the whole world is looking at me and be very self-conscious about it. But here, and somewhere like this, you just pop it into neutral, and you get fireballs on demand. I literally don't have any more words for it. We're leaving the turbulence behind us then, and heading back into land, the loop around, final descent. What an experience driving in this. This is up there with the most insane things I have ever driven in my life. The noise of it, the drama of it, the sense of occasion and event of it. I mean, this is not a review of an Aventador. I drove the Aventador S recently and that was awesome actually, but just as a sort of sense of excitement, I hope some of how I'm feeling has been portrayed in this video, because it's out of this world. Anyway, final approach now, coming into land, landing gear that way, and we roll back in to Mansory in the most ridiculous thing ever. I am struggling to comprehend what it is that I have just experienced, and I hope some of that has been portrayed, but I now have to turn it off. It is a fighter jet of an experience in every possible way, and even to turn it off, pop it into first gear, and then up here on the roof, you have the stop-start button. They've moved it up to the top, under that little flap, rather than where it normally sits down here, and now is limited edition Carbonado 1 of 3. But seriously, this is a car? I don't really know how else to describe it or what else I can possibly say about it as an experience. I mean, it's just something completely unlike anything else. I mean, look around here. Just, I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm completely short on words for it. It's insane. And actually, I haven't actually shown you the engine bay up to this point. Let's pull the seat forward where you've got the flap to open that here. Got that open. Even look at the seat back. Look at the seat back. Even that has the Stealth Bomber carbon weave to it. Lift that up. Come lift this up, past all of the vents, all to sort of help cooling and airflow. Mansory Carbonado Apertos, 1 of 3, black diamond, and Karouche Mansory's signature at the bottom. Underneath the strut brace, again in Stealth Bomber carbon fibre. But this has been a power plant that has caused quite a few smiles today, naturally. And you can hear it's working to cool the car down in overdrive. But my word, and it just goes quieter on us. Do I really need to say anything else about this car? I mean, I think a picture speaks vastly more than the words can, and this has been just spaceship on tarmac in every way. It is just crazy, and the way it looks with the black of the carbon fibre mixed with the yellow highlights, I'm a little bit speechless. And obviously, if you've been following the Shmeel50 channel for a while, you know I drive quite a lot of really cool things, which is absolutely amazing being able to share these videos for you. But this has been unlike anything else. Driving the Mansory Carbonado. There are 3 in the world. It sounds like that. It's a stealth bomber. It spits fire. It literally, like we said, it obliterates everything in its path. It leaves a turbulent mess on the roads behind it in the wake of this thing, of this insane machine that I don't know if it's a plane or a car or a spaceship or just what, really. Anyway, a big thanks to Mansory for letting me come down and experience this. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I hope I've been able to share some of the excitement that has come from that car. Anyway, that's it for now. Please do subscribe for plenty more videos in the future, and I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers.